Yeah, that's what I'm letting people think.
Okay, whenever you're ready, Brad.
Introducing Psy's new greatest hit.
Whoa.
The Funk Soul Brother. Get it? It's a pun.
Hey, everybody!
I was looking for the other cameras.
Yes, if that wasn't evidence enough, we are doing
In 5 seconds.
we're doing a new setup.
We got a new setup going on.
Super different.
Trying it out so we can get the podcast out on a more scheduled time rather than.
Yeah.
Were they always coming out Mondays or?
They were all
sometimes
coming out
Saturdays,
like sometime
Saturday.
during the weekend, and then they'd be posted on Facebook on Monday.
Yeah.
But
so now
they're
we're
supposed to
gonna
come out Saturdays. So.
get a lot more easier.
It's all good.
Yeah, and then we have some content that we hope to release to you guys weekly for the next month or two.
As I know much about this.
New forms. Content on YouTube.
We'll talk about that in another.
Yeah, we'll talk
special preview video.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
We have to make one of those.
So edit
yeah.
that part out. Okay.
There will be a video more soon talking about what we're gonna give you guys. Also, we want to
Edit
announce.
what out? The thing we edited out?
Shh. Okay, let's introduce our
we gotta announce the other thing first.
What was the thing?
The thing we started today.
Oh yeah, Brad's name. Brad's changed his name
No,
to Brad.
we started
2 R's.
At the hands of our wonderful and talented head intern Kelly Farmer.
Wonderful
We have
entendre.
our wonderful double entendre Kelly Farmer. She has started our new Instagram, so check us out on Instagram at Ragtag Films. Yes, Kelly, Ragtag Films?
Yes, Ragtag Films.
Ragtag
Yeah,
Films.
she said yes.
Mm-hmm. She is totally still alive.
Now I'm gonna let our guest introduce himself. Say your name. For those of you who couldn't understand his thick accent, his name is Euler Bernoulli.
Mm-hmm. And for those of you who still don't understand, that's okay, cool.
Now I get to see the computer. Hi, Euler. He's
He's a wily one.
He's
So yeah,
a one.
Bradley Dickinson.
Whatever the fuck.
and John Flynn.
Yeah. So that's the crew for today's podcast.
Hope you guys like us.
Check us out on Facebook,
Yeah.
Instagram.
You need the story. Are we gonna get to the story of how we met?
Should we start with that?
How we met Euler Bernoulli? Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
I haven't met him.
Well,
I met him.
John doesn't
I
know the
wasn't
story.
there. So this is
John
new for
wasn't
me.
there. We met him today.
This is new for me too, guys.
All right. You want me to tell or you tell?
So you start. I'll interject
Alright.
where appropriate.
So.
So guys, go.
Sorry.
Okay,
So. Okay. So today Brad and I planned to go back to our alma mater, back to our potato,
Back to our roots.
tomato, and go to the file dumpage and find all our old files of every little clip, every video we've done, all the really crappy things, really old stuff.
There's so much stuff.
There's 2 years
Gold.
old.
Comic genius.
Like a year of footage from
It's
2
gold.
years ago.
This is like before it came from outer space. Some of it after, but like not very much after.
You thought We Accidentally Hansi was good? You better take your pants on.
In a duel. Okay, So
we
we went
were there getting the files.
The socks.
and we brought our hard drives to get the files, and we were like, okay, we took.
Why'd you bring both?
Because
He
we
wanted
got
some, I
separate
wanted some.
individual
Okay, I was
files.
gonna say that there would not be like.
Yeah, no, it wasn't that there's too
Somebody
much.
wanted that.
After that, we decided, let's go see Miss Leitner. Brad hadn't seen Miss Leitner in a while, and Brad wanted to see Kelly was in Miss Leitner's class, so let's go to Miss Leitner. So we went to Miss Leitner, and we get there, and Miss Leitner's like, okay, hold on. Okay, class, you get a thing, get this poster paper, and then write on it, and that's what you're doing in class today.
Yeah, her class was doing like a group. They were all set up in a weird way, doing like a group project.
Okay.
And I jokingly was like, can we have a poster paper too, Miss Leitner? She was like, you want to do the assignment? Where I was like, no, I just want it. So we got poster paper.
Which it was like thin crate paper that was sliced poster size.
Okay.
Yeah. And then
I imagine trying to write on it with a pencil would just be like.
Yeah, it'd be one of those.
Cutting through it? Or?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it was
Oh,
really
one of those,
flimsy
yeah.
paper.
Yeah, okay.
And then we're like, we haven't seen Miss Cook in a while. Let's go see Miss Cook.
Which one?
Our English teacher,
English teacher,
our AP
senior year.
Lit teacher.
Okay.
So we go to Miss Cook, and this is like the first time we've ever seen her smile. Not
Well,
the
like,
first time. You know what we're saying?
When you visit, because I visited her once.
Double fish. Double goldfish.
Whoa! Saw it here first, folks. You
Double
heard it.
goldfish.
You heard and saw it here first. Double goldfish.
Yeah. So we basically we get there. She's all excited to see us, which is out of the norm.
Like, I mean, I visited her once, and her response was, "What are you doing here?" And it was like, "Okay, bye then." And I haven't visited her since, but CJ recommended, so we went and saw her.
I was like, she's always upset to see me. Maybe she'll be okay with to see Brad. This is the Valentine's Day special, actually.
John and Euler are getting a little hot and heavy over there.
All right. So I'm holding up this giant poster paper because I don't want to fold it. I mean, I don't have any plans for it, but I don't want to fold it, so I'm just holding it up. Brad has his hard drive, and then I say, like, we've been taking something from every teacher we've seen so far. We took files, we took this. What are you gonna give us? And I said it as a joke, and then Brad,
And
you
I
said,
interjected by saying, "Give us or what do you have for your tribute?" So that was.
and
I deemed
her
it a
smile went away, and she was like,
tribute. Dead serious.
and I was like, I'm sorry if we offended you. It was a joke. And then she like turns to the side, grabs a purple Sharpie,
She hates purple. She hates the
and
color
she
purple.
gives us a purple Sharpie, and we're like,
And she was like all smiling, like, "Here you go," and we're like, "What's happening?"
What was the second of just utter devastation?
She just kind of looked confused
Oh,
for a second,
okay.
and then she kind of like rebooted and was like, "All right, they want something
Okay.
from me." And I was staring at the rubber band ball on her desk. I was kind of hoping she would give us each a rubber band.
You guys.
you hear that, Miss Cook? You failed us. All right.
Purple Sharpie? Not enough.
All right. Then, we went to Eastridge.
Eastridge, yeah, I went to see Mr. Eastridge.
Eastridge,
You may
we
know
went
him from
Everything we've
Crystal's
ever done.
Crystal's Mouth in It Came to the Student Store. You may know him as a
It
teacher
came
from the Early
student
Packer.
store?
Did I say it came from the
Early
Student
Packer
Store?
is not.
Oh, it isn't?
Yeah, it's on the
Oh,
student.
Early Packer is an old video that we're.
But
Maybe we
if
can
it's-
show it during
was
our
it
week
ever-
or
Maybe
month
it's
of-
so bad.
Was it ever up at all, or was it all?
Yeah,
It was up.
Oh, it's up on our
Okay,
channel.
so
We should take it
maybe
down.
if you've watched it, it has Eastridge as the.
I'm sure he's in one of our other videos too.
Was that the first instance of one take Eastridge?
No, One Take Eastridge was from the one with Mortal Kombat.
That was the okay.
Oh, that one's public, isn't it?
Which video was that?
SSC.
That's detention SSC.
Yeah, in one of our detention or SSC videos, guess you have to watch all of them to find out which. Mr. Eastridge
Here's
shows
a link.
up.
Here's a link.
His
Sorry,
name,
wait.
his name is One Take Eastridge. Do you want to link to it? We can link to it.
Anyway, back to the story. Almost every time I go into Eastridge's class, it's always chill. In fact, this was like the opposite of Miss Cook, because she's always like, "Hey, why are you here?" But Eastridge is always like, "Hey, come on in. Here's the keys to the
Teacher's Lounge.
Teacher's Lounge," which I talked about in another podcast. He gave me the keys.
Oh, yeah.
I did tell that story, right?
Yeah, that was when you were
Okay, yeah.
wearing your clippity clop shoes and you
Yeah.
were
Oh, yeah,
looking
yeah,
like
yeah,
a.
yeah.
But I just want to make sure I
so-
told that story in the podcast. Basically, he let me go into the Teacher's Lounge. He's really cool. Anyway, maybe I shouldn't make that public.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay, we go in.
His job's not important to me.
We go in and he's like, "Guys, I don't have time right now. You could come back at lunch, but right now, serious, we're talking about dehumanization," something like that.
Yeah, they were like super serial.
And I was like, "Can we have this?" I just picked up it was ironically purple, colored pencil.
Mm-hmm.
We picked up a purple colored pencil, and I was like, "Can I have this?" And he was like, "Yeah, dude, anything for you, CJ."
And then, like, when we were leaving, he was so sweet to see. He was like, "I'll see you later. Bye, CJ. It's so good to see you. Come back at lunch." And we didn't. And I kind of feel bad, but we just.
are so mean.
It was like we would have had to just sit around for a half hour, so it was like, let's
Not
go.
even a half hour. It was like a half hour from when we were at Montiel.
Yeah, so, I mean, it was like 45 minutes
We
maybe.
still haven't played a game of Civ with him.
No, we should, though.
You hear that, Eastridge? Like,
We're
seriously,
calling you out.
we will record the whole thing, put it on YouTube.
If that's okay.
If that's okay.
We're a little gray on whether or not you're allowed to be in videos of former students on the internet.
Especially ones that may or may not be explicit in nature. Anyway, back to
Ding!
this story. So I say, let's go to Montiel. Should we include the Dylan part? It's not really important.
We saw a guy that
We saw a guy we used to know. Or
Dylan.
we still kind of know him. Shout out to Dylan.
Woo!
He was in our video production class.
Him, yeah.
He's a TA.
So then we go to Montiel's class, and we hadn't gotten in yet, but I was holding the poster board, the poster paper, and I was like, I'm gonna ask Montiel to prom right now. So I opened the door with my knee and I step in and I'm like, Montiel, will you go to prom with me? I was gonna make a poster, but I didn't get to write on it at all.
He just
It's
had
like
the
a blank
blank.
space.
He
and
just had
I'll
the
write
blank
your name
poster.
in
I was
it.
like, I got the poster though.
He could get sued by Taylor Swift though. After
I'm
doing-
sorry. That was a review.
Mhm.
Wait, what did you say?
I
I
said
said I got a blank space.
Oh, I didn't. I didn't know that one was. I don't remember you saying that one.
I don't know if it was. She probably copyrights everything she says.
Okay.
Just like all the words that come out of my mouth. Now you have to speak another language.
Yes.
Okay. And Montiel said yes, and then we told him, now you gotta give us something too because everyone gives us something. And in the back corner of his
Just
classroom,
do this every week and like start getting money.
We've thought
we,
about
we,
it.
we talked about it. We feel like they'd get annoyed over
yeah.
time.
Yeah.
But
Unless we just started dressing up like more and more like centurions and be like, the Emperor demands tribute. I guess you don't want your classroom to be safe from the Huns, do you?
the Huns that fought the Centurion.
CJ, play Civ.
Do you remember how you won the Silk Road?
So there was
Marco.
there was this weird cardboard cutout of a giraffe in the back of his room, and when I asked, can you give us something, he starts walking toward it, and I'm like, if he gives me that, I'm gonna wet myself with joy. And then he picks it up, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I can't wet myself right now. I just went like, could I can wet myself later if that's all right.
So now, live on the podcast, CJ's gonna wet himself.
Go, 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 go.
Oh, good job.
Just like spit in my hand. Okay,
But yeah, that's
So then
where
we
we
took
met
that-
Euler Bernoulli.
we took that, and then we went to, where did we go last? Oh yeah, then we went to Tack, she gave me a little stapler. And then as we were going back to Brad's house, we met Euler!
What?
Yeah, that's where. No, Montiel gave him to us.
Cool.
You know, we're not giving him back. I don't care if Mr. Montiel
Also,
calls us later and is like,
Crying at night.
I made a mistake.
Well, come back.
He's just laying on his bed listening to like, 'cause if you leave me now. And he's like, his
Yeah.
wife gave this to him on their honeymoon.
Speaking of Montiel's wife, I'm going to prom with Montiel apparently.
Oh yeah. So like,
I mean, like,
is he? Wait. You gonna pay for his ticket or no?
dude, he's paying for my ticket. I don't know,
Okay.
he's-
Oh yeah, that's how.
First, he's got a job. Secondly, he's gonna pay for my ticket. He's gonna pay for my dress. We're going like.
My man got 2 jobs.
Yeah, that.
Okay, so why the name?
Oh yeah.
Euler.
Yeah, that's
Euler.
CJ's.
Big
Okay, I haven't gotten this.
Euler
confirmed-
Big ZD.
I haven't gotten this confirmed from Montiel, but it's pretty obvious based on how Montiel is and the fact that he's a math major that Euler is almost certainly his favorite mathematician.
Okay.
So I named him after
What did Euler
Euler.
do?
Euler did like fucking everything. Have you ever heard of the number E?
Yeah.
E stands for Euler.
CJ, I'm pretty sure E is a letter. Also, Euler's not spelled with an E.
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
Euler.
That guy was. Well, it's a good thing he's a mathematician because he wouldn't have been good as an English teacher.
Well, he probably didn't speak English, I don't think. I don't
Yeah,
think he was
probably.
English. But yeah, the letter E, the number E, you know that number
When
E?
was he living?
Probably 1600s, I think.
When was he? What was that thing called? Living.
And then there was another mathematicians called Bernoulli, but
Bernoulli's law.
Mine. I said Bernoulli's principle.
I think of Bernoulli's inequality. There were like 16 different Bernoullis.
All famous like math
All
and
famous
scientists.
math scientists, mathematicians, scientists, physicists, chemists.
Related?
Bernoulli's like the
Some of
Smith of the old.
Yeah,
of the
Bernoulli is like the
intellectual
mathematical smith, scientific smith.
I want a shirt now that says like Bernoulli, the mathematical Smith.
Let's do it. Make it available. Order it now.
$599.
Yeah, we only made one of them. It's gold.
It's for babies too.
Oh yeah, sorry. Non-baby.
But yeah,
viewers.
that's Euler Bernoulli. That's the story of how we met Euler Bernoulli.
He'll be on every podcast from now until podcast number
7.
217 when he breaks
But he'll be the only one on the podcast.
a lot.
Wouldn't that be sad?
What if we went to
If we did 217
and then
episodes
I brought
and then-
him back and
And
cut
you
him in half?
sliced him? That's the goal nowadays.
That one would be live. With live tweets like, no, don't do it, or yes, or like
But then like you'd have to break him in the coolest way ever.
a microwave.
Oh my gosh. Okay, like I'm sorry. This is totally unrelated. I guess.
All right,
I mean, this isn't even something.
go
Okay.
for it. I love it already.
There was a special edition of the recent release of
Super Mario Brothers.
No, Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 3D. There's a special edition that came with like a little statue guy.
Oh.
The Majora's Mask statue guy.
But, like, not an amiibo?
No, not an amiibo. It's just a little
An
statuette of it. And it sold out like within 5 minutes of it being announced because, you know, Nintendo products sell like fucking
Is
crazy.
that with the special 3DS? Or the new
I'm not
special
sure.
Okay.
But it sold really fast, and then like it recently came out on the 13th, and according to my friend, I haven't seen the video. According to my friend, the day it came out, a video was posted of someone microwaving the statuette.
That's like
I saw someone microwaving the new 3DS, the Majora's Mask one.
the Gavin from Rooster Teeth bought the new iMac when it came out, the little like cylindrical,
Yeah,
like
that
really expensive one, and just like blew it up.
Yeah.
And
Why?
he made it because he makes slow mo guys videos where he like stuff explodes and
Okay, I
he
get
makes
that.
tons of money off it.
That's forgivable,
But
then.
he
But
was
like,
talking about, he was like, I wanted to buy 2 Xbox Ones, one for myself and one to break. But he was like, I don't know, I decided
not fair.
against it.
yeah, but like, I mean, these
can't
things
buy
are
one.
selling out immediately, and like everyone wants them. They're like $1,000 on Amazon because scalpers buy it for the original like $200, and then they resell it for a lot.
$200 for just that, or that's the whole bundle thing?
I don't know the actual price,
Oh,
but like,
okay.
it costs this much, and then they resell it, and it's bullshit.
Is that a Nintendo specific thing, like scalping the games? Because I don't hear about that as much with PlayStation stuff.
It became
like,
a
I know,
recent
like,
thing.
I know
every
there's like a
amiibo-
lot. They make a lot of things alongside their games and special edition stuff.
I guess.
It's like
There, you-
it only
you-
really started happening more recently
There's
with
like
the
one
amiibo.
special edition PS4, but then there's a bunch of DSs.
But like
3DSs,
when games like The Last of
2DSs.
Us come out, like did you hear about people buying like 40 copies of The Last
Well,
of
go to
Us?
they
GameStop
mass
and buy
produced
them.
it,
Yeah.
and the thing is, Nintendo isn't mass producing their special edition
Do
things.
you think Nintendo wants this kind of thing to happen?
No, I'm pretty
Because
sure
they
they're gonna
know
address
people
it
will
at some
buy it?
point soon.
Well, like why would it be a problem for them? Because they know people are
Like-
gonna buy it.
Miyazaki, or is Miyazaki the Mario guy?
Miyazaki, I know he's not the Mario.
I'm thinking of when the people like
You're thinking
they showed-
Miyamoto, but I'm trying to remember who Miyazaki is.
When they showed Miyamoto some Mario Rule 34 or whatever, and he was like, "Please stop."
Oh, that
They
wasn't
showed-
real. That wasn't real.
Oh, that wasn't real.
Oh,
Damn it!
I really love. There was someone made a fake Twitter account for him called The Real Shigeru M or something like that, and then it just
Well, the
posted.
real Shigeru, please tweet now.
And then it just posts stuff like the Legend of Zelda, and it just posts these stupid phrases that are clearly fake,
Oh, damn.
that are just like, I just saw a picture of Mario and Luigi kissing. Please don't do that. And like no punctuation, all lowercase. It's really funny. I haven't seen it post anything in a long time.
Okay.
But
I
yeah,
was
it's
thinking, like,
fake.
someone
I'm
would-
sorry to tell you.
Damn.
But I don't see why Nintendo would be upset about this kind of like a scalping thing, because like if one guy's gonna buy 40 copies of their item, from a business standpoint, like
Well, do you
more
think
power to them.
do you think Nintendo's like, we get money and don't care about our fans?
Yes.
Have you seen
I'm
their
sorry,
new YouTube?
yeah.
Have you seen their new YouTube thing?
I love Nintendo's stuff. Like I think it's interesting and fun, and I always have had like an affinity for Nintendo, not to the degree that like you and Guadalupe and our other friends do, but like I think it's really messed up what they're doing with the Let's Play thing. Like yeah, you're creating content, but they're paying for that content, and then they're manipulating it and doing like a fun thing. So I don't know.
Bring it closer to your face.
Long story short, I think Nintendo should.
Boom.
I think Nintendo should revise that Let's Play policy. I don't think it's super.
I
fair
agree
to
with
Let's
that.
Players.
But like when it comes to owning a product, it's a lot different from like watching something happen. I do disagree, or no, I do agree with you. I do disagree with their policy on the Let's Play thing and the YouTube thing. But when it comes to owning a product, they don't want to have to isolate people, which is why this amiibo thing is a problem.
If I bought a ping pong table, would I have to pay the official like company that made it if I posted a video of me playing ping pong with it? No.
No, I just said that I agree with you.
No, but like that's what I'm saying is like I feel like in doing that they just kind of said like, hey, we care more about getting money from you playing our games.
It's a little
online.
different, but I still don't like it. But it's like ping pong table is a ping pong table. There's not much creativity to it. Some guy invented it a long time ago, whenever the fuck. And
Well, like,
then,
okay.
But like a game is like, someone makes a game.
This
that
is only
comes out
partially related.
This year, it's new.
I mean, if it was just footage of the game with like no commentary.
Oh yeah.
Then
Well,
I'd
yeah,
be
like
that
this
money
is
should all go to
partially
Nintendo.
related. In Super Smash Bros. Brawl, there was a thing called Subspace Emissary, which was like gameplay. It was kind of like a storyline. It was gameplay, and then there would be these cutscenes that were like already like pre-rendered. That's what pre-rendered 3D cutscenes, and they made the cutscenes were really cool. A lot of people liked them, and then they were put online. But that they really didn't like that because it was like they wanted people to play the game and like see the or like play the game and see the cutscenes for themselves when they play the game. But they didn't like that people would just put them online and people could just watch them. And I know this isn't 100% the same, but that's why they didn't have any cutscenes in Super Smash Bros. Brawl. All the cutscenes they made, for Wii U and 3DS, all the cutscenes they made for Smash 4 came in the form of advertising the game.
But, like, again, that's kind of them being like, we don't want you to profit off of our thing.
Yeah, but I mean, I think it's decently fair for them to not want people to profit off of their thing. Yeah. I mean, I like I said, I disagree with the exact policy that they have.
Yeah.
But all I'm saying is there's a difference between saying we're not gonna let you stream this video of our game and we don't want you to own our products because we only care about the money. That's completely different.
Well, I'm not saying they don't want them to own the products, but it's just weird to me that like I understand saying like the cutscenes thing, that makes sense. I think they deserve the money from that. Like that guy didn't do anything to change it artistically, but like art is where you take something and change it. So if you, thank you. I know Euler's getting really upset about this.
Please.
But if you take something and you change it to a degree where it is, you know, its own recognizable like different product.
Can we use the right term, Brad? When you PewDiePie it?
When you PewDiePie it. No, but like when you take something and you manipulate it to make it a new form of entertainment, that's an art kind of thing. So like,
I agree.
For Nintendo to say like we don't care that you're doing that, that's messed up. Like especially because like no other company is doing it, and I feel like even if other companies were doing it, it'd be wrong.
Someone else try to do it? I can't remember. No, I think it was just Nintendo.
I'm sure someone's tried. Like everyone
Ubisoft
tried everything.
EA.
Oh, Ubisoft. Okay, let's not talk about that.
What? It just immediately
No,
started.
Ubisoft is like we don't want you to even play our games. Like they are evil.
What games?
Ubisoft is the new EA.
What games?
Ubisoft is just like pumping out. Ubisoft is Assassin's Creed, right?
No,
Yeah.
They're just pumping out Assassin's Creed. Rogue is already out.
Like,
Didn't Unity just
Unity
come
came out, and then two other came out with it, side by side. Some Chinese one, and then Rogue.
Like, are they putting effort into it? Like that? I mean,
I don't know.
I don't want to insult the people making Assassin's Creed. Like,
Go ahead.
It's an
People like.
interesting
I think
series.
people like Black Flag. I think Black Flag was good. They didn't like
I
3.
think Black Flag was fun. I didn't know why people didn't like 3. It looks
I don't
good.
think anyone cared about Unity. Maybe some people did, but
I mean, I played a little bit
all
of
I heard
3
about was how many glitches there was.
in Unity.
Yeah.
Unity seemed like a really interesting concept with the whole 4-player thing, but
Who has 4 friends? 3 friends these days.
I know I got you 3 over there.
Euler.
Well, that was.
Woo, pleasing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Whatever. But, what game were we talking about that came out this week? We were talking about a game yesterday.
Order.
Oh
1886.
yeah, Order 1886. Like, there's all kinds of controversy about that. What do you guys think about that? The whole,
I've never
like,
heard of this game.
It's PS4
You never heard of
exclusive.
it?
And before it came out, whatever, people were like, it's got 5 hours of gameplay, and even of that 5 hours, there's like all cutscenes.
Yeah, because it's like 50% cutscenes or whatever.
There's nothing, and everyone like shit on the like
Well, that
every
sounds
Kotaku's review was no.
How much money does it cost?
Everyone else's was like not even.
How much
$6.
does it cost?
$60. Normal game.
It's a full, like, regular title.
It's a AAA.
We live in a world
like,
where $60 is a normal game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I've been spending too much time on Steam.
I've
Same.
migrated to like PC.
Did I say too much time? I mean, I am
Not enough.
not at all regretful.
I don't really play my console as much anymore because of the prices, but, like, I'll buy games when they are much less. Like, $30,
Even now,
I'll
it's
pay
like-
$30 for a AAA
I was
title.
looking at 2 old games. It was like the first one and its sequel, and they're both still $20 on console. It's like,
Yeah.
what?
Well, it's like I got Gears of War
Why?
1 and 2 at GameStop for like $3 for both of them.
I don't know how Steam does it in sales and like,
Well, because there's no physical
Gabe
media.
Newell is like in the
Amazing.
top
God.
like 600, I think, richest people in the world.
But
he's
he's
just-
not paying to make the games
Still
cheaper.
no
It's
I
just
know,
because
but,
there's
like,
no physical
3.
media.
It's like whatever he's doing it right. That's all I'm saying. Even though it's cheaper for us, he's getting $1 million or million. He's a billionaire.
Gems.
That's it. You
Those
figured it
gems.
out.
It was those gems.
I don't know. I just like the Order 1886. People were freaking out about this game, and I feel like it
I'd need to play it.
brings up. I
because
want
I love
to play it. I've wanted to play it since it was
Metal Gear
announced.
Solid, and that's Cutscenes.
My favorite video game is
Cutscenes.
Uncharted, and Uncharted is a
Cutscenes.
movie where you punch people.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. It's a movie where occasionally they're like, I know this is a good story, but solve this puzzle and kill these people.
Euler's pimping.
Sparkles.
Alright.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I need to play it. But I don't have a PS4. I'd like one. Bloodborne. Alright.
I passed up an opportunity to get a PS4, and I kind of feel stupid about it. I don't know, because like I was gonna play all these games on my PS3, but I haven't played my PS3 in like weeks. No time.
Blow them up.
The PS3 or the games?
All of it.
Meh.
The podcast. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I mean, like, what are you gonna do?
Do
I'm gonna whine. I'm gonna whine about it. I don't know what it is. I don't know what we were talking about.
Do you want some wine with that?
Some cheese with that messing up?
What kind of cheese?
What was it?
Euler.
Okay, I'd like to ask that you guys not make any puns. My favorite cheese is Gouda.
Good for you.
Wow, John, you didn't even try to get creative with it. Just straight to it.
I don't think they heard that on the. I don't know.
Said Gouda for you.
I heard. I really though. I think those puns are stupid and too easy, but I really do like the cheese.
I think Gouda's too soft.
I don't eat cheese.
So
Cream cheese.
Well, and I take that back actually, because I like Neufchâtel, which
Yeah.
is basically cream cheese but
Yeah.
with a French name.
Neufchâtel is great. I love that one too.
Cream fraiche.
One time I was at the store and I saw Neufchâtel and I was like Neufchâtel. I was like 9, and then for the rest of the day I would keep saying Neufchâtel just because it was so awesome. And then my dad was like, "If you say that one more time, you're in trouble," because I was getting annoying.
Okay.
And then I was like,
If you talk about cheese more,
You guys
say.
know.
Neufchâtel, and then my dad got me in trouble. I don't remember what happened, but yeah.
You guys know. Who's the Civ character for Russia?
Lady, she's a lady.
Yeah, she's a lady. I don't know. All she
Isn't
ever.
it Catherine the Great?
Yeah, Catherine.
Yeah, all I ever hear her say is "Coxini Berno" or something like that. Like that's all I know from her, and I feel like I just say that randomly so many times whenever I hear either an announcer's voice, like a girl announcer, or something. She's like every announcer ever. I don't know. I don't know why that stuck with me, and
Civ
Civ
why.
just makes me think of Gandhi and George Washington being jerks.
Yeah.
Can you make a more bloodthirsty Gandhi?
I-
Go watch our Civ commercial.
Because apparently a whole bunch of people have watched it.
So 5 best game.
I frequently have been looked at
Goaty.
my Steam library and I see Civ 5 and I think I should play that soon, and then I don't
I-
play it, and then I
When I look at Civ 5, I'm like, I should pay CJ back soon, and I don't.
Oh yeah, didn't you buy some?
he owes me
Brave New
$7.45.
World.
There's a guy that's owed me
$7.49.
$7
$7.49?
since
Alright.
7th grade.
Do you still know him?
No.
I have a feeling someday you'll meet him again.
Oh,
and
I'm
you're
gonna ask him for it.
He's gonna be a devout.
This guy has
he's
the
gonna,
worst
like,
memory ever.
Super
And
devout
now
Christian.
Alright.
And he's gonna be like, I'm so sorry, I've repented. Here's your
No,
money back."
it's we know him. I
Here's
see
your
him on
money with
occasion.
interest. Like who is it? Can we?
No, we don't see him super often, but it's a person.
Have I ever heard of this person?
Probably not.
All right.
But it's a person from junior high, and I see them all the time, and I'm like,
$7.
like it shouldn't be that big a deal to me, and it's not that I really care about the money. It's just the fact that like I know that they knew for years because they brought it up to me one time. They're like, "Yeah, don't I owe you $7?" And I was like, "Don't bring it up if you're not gonna give me the money." Like, don't be that person about it.
Shut your fucking mouth.
If you're not gonna pay me, don't pay me. But don't watch me and be like,
Okay.
I'm not paying you.
Our audience knows. I want you guys to guess how long this has been going on.
The podcast?
Yeah.
I mean, I'd look at the waveform, but I can't see from here.
Well, that's
I'm gonna
cheating.
guess like 28 minutes.
Yep.
20 minutes? Damn, dude. Okay,
Yeah,
so
like-
now, I want to tell the story about how I woke up this morning. Well, not how I woke up this morning, but what happened after I woke up this morning.
Okay.
I was in the shower.
Mm.
It's about to get really detailed.
You
No,
woke up in the shower.
No.
Alright.
I take a shower, and throughout the whole shower, I'm using my towel, wiping my eyes, so I don't get soap in my eyes, like a normal person. And I turn off the shower, look at the towel, and there's big Black Widow on it. And I'm like,
I would have.
I'm just back up as far as I can to the other side of the shower, open the sliding door from the other side, get out, and I'm like dripping. I'm like, Jimmy, can I have a towel? The spider on mine.
I would have pulled that towel into the shower after I got out. I would have put it in
No,
the
that's
shower.
what we did. We
And then
put it in
sealed
the
the
shower.
shower shut, and
I
then
think-
like filled it with
I would've-
light nitrous.
Fucking killed it. My brother saved it.
Why?
I don't know.
Okay, like I understand the whole like spiders eat bugs, but
saved
not a Black
spiders.
Widow.
Okay, how I feel. Poisonous spiders. Fuck them. Otherwise, it's okay.
I don't think I've ever seen a Black Widow. But you guys talk about it all the time.
We talk about it?
Well, no, but you've brought them up. Like, you've been like, oh, I saw a Black Widow. And I was like, I don't think I've ever seen one.
I like to think just, like, on a regular basis, John and I are like, dude, Black Widow today?
Right?
Like...
Not, like, super frequently, but more than I've ever...
video of Black Widow. There's a vine of a Black Widow.
I saw... Okay.
Instagram, Black
super
Widow.
old story. I saw a Black Widow... Great story. Okay, but really, though, I was a lot younger, so it was probably not as huge as I remember it, but I literally remember it being, like, the size of my hand. I was also a lot younger, so my hand was smaller. But it was... No matter whether it was actually the size of my hand or not, it was, like, the biggest spider I've ever seen. Not just, like, Black Widow. Biggest spider I've ever seen. It was... Probably no. It was huge.
Like, point at Euler spots. Which one of these spots was as big as the spider?
I only have like
you can use
8
his
choices.
nostril or his eye, like a white.
Maybe his nostrils.
Maybe okay, that's big. That's still.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Is that including legs or is that body?
I screamed. What?
Is that body or just
with legs?
With legs. Okay, that's still fucking big.
I screamed.
Oh my god! Don't scream.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well,
we're done now. But if we want to just like do a little music number to end the episode.
Euler, take us out.
Nice. Oh, that's beautiful.
Man, I'm feeling it.
Yeah, good job, Euler. Thank you. That was beautiful. Good job. All right, everybody.
Thanks for watching.
Okay. See everybody next time on the Ragtag Films podcast. Also, if anybody wants to draw a picture of CJ with a spider with the size of his hand, let's go ahead.
Yeah.
Thanks, JC. All right. I'm just kidding.
Bye.
Nice to see you guys.